everyone. You know the drill at this point, but now we have the one and only Jordan, aka RSG 3000 with me this time.
Yo.
Great start.
Yeah, I'm here against my will. Please help me. Send the feds, please.
It's gonna be the same shit as last time, but this time I'm gonna add some YouTuber related questions since, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I think he's a YouTuber as well.
Holy shit, really? No way, dog. I didn't
And
know
has
this.
a Twitch. A little birdie told me that. I'm not sure, but
I didn't know this, guys. I swear, I'm a paid actor.
I literally paid him right now just to be here.
Yeah, he gave me 1 penny.
All right, but without further ado, let's get right into this. What would you say is your favorite video of the Diverse Society channel?
I'm kind of torn between probably about 2, the Scribble.io and the voice impression video. But I would say out of the 2, probably the voice impression one was a little more funnier to me. That's my favorite, my go-to.
I would love to do a part 2, but, you know, gotta make sure we get everybody again.
Oh yeah.
Which Scribble.io video? There's part 1 and part 2.
The first one, GLaDOS.
No, GLaDOS is part 2.
Was it part 2?
GLaDOS is part 2, and Scooby was part 2. With Montana.
It was. Because I was going to say, we were able to get a hold of Montana. And he was
one time.
the special guest for that episode. But, of course, that episode turned into just us playing Scribble.io.
And it turned out to be one of the funniest moments ever.
Your dog's Scoob. Who the f*** is Scoob?
Was there a favorite moment when recording videos with the Diverse Society?
Corona Apocalypse. Oh, wait, I wasn't in that one. I don't know. I feel like the most fun, which of course granted we'll probably have more fun with other stuff, but The Art That Draws Blood was the one we had the most fun with. I had the most fun with that. Of course, granted, I got to kill everyone. Well, not everyone.
Well, I mean, you did get to toss around people.
Yeah. But I did get to drag his little brother across the ground. That was fun. No, but I feel like that was the most fun thing to record, was doing that. So I look forward to doing more of that shit.
We got more films coming out in the future.
Yeah, I look forward to that. I would say The Art That Draws Blood was a fun series to do. That and the bloopers.
And that's what I'm about to say, because the bloopers showed how much fun we had.
The bloopers was where it was at.
What is your favorite blooper now that you brought it up?
Was it in the second one or the third one? The Montana and Glenn one?
Oh, that was from part 1.
Was that the first part?
Where it was all of the... It was...
At the house?
Yeah, because in the first Art That Draws Blood, I split the bloopers into 3 parts, and the second one was all of the outside, like, actual, like filming stuff.
Yeah. The Montana and Glenn one was a good one. And just like most of the stuff we were doing at his house was fucking hilarious. I don't know why I can't really remember some of the part 2 bloopers.
Well, there was the book close that you laughed your ass off at that part.
Oh, where I closed the book, like fucking, fucking slammed it closed.
3, 2, 1.
Or Tom's little mishap. Tom's little mishap when he was reading his script too fast. I actually can't remember what else was in there because it's been a while since I watched it. Landon messing up his stuff and me standing behind him while he was newscasting.
Head down.
I was trying so hard to hold in my lap to see Jordan lean. Alright, so should I have my head down or?
Yeah, head down. We're gonna take it from the...
Head down.
Head down.
Head down.
Alright.
Okay.
That part kills me every time.
That or the fucking moment where I'm standing out in the front yard and you're telling me shit, I can't hear you for shit because of the mask.
And then on top of that, just...
Like, I can't fucking hear you. What?
Alright, this could be interesting. What is your least favorite moment?
I don't know if I really have a least favorite moment, Pete.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Pete's is probably my least favorite moment, just because. Why is it that we fucking recorded everything, and it was pretty much ready, and then it fucking got postponed and redone entirely? We were pretty much fucking done with it, and then it got re-fucking vamped. Fucking swear. It's bullshit.
And then we're still not even done with it. GTA 6 probably about to come out before that shit.
We got Springtrap and Dead by Daylight before Pete's could even be a thing.
God, bro. Yeah, Ruben got this idea when he first saw the Springtrap DLC. He was like, you know, we should make our own thing where there's this restaurant and there's these animatronics in Minecraft. And you should name it Pete's. God, dude. I still don't even think we're at a point to being able to record any of that shit yet.
I mean, we did record shit, but just not with everybody else, just being Glenn.
Yeah, which is like the whole point that he needs us for.
What game did you have the most fun playing with the Diverse Society?
I gotta say it's between Overwatch and Rivals. Because, of course, that's where most of us can play at one time.
Yeah, it was
Don't get me wrong. When we play games in general, it's fun as because there's a bunch of random shit that goes on that you can't even make up on the spot. It just happens. You have to be there in the moment to witness it. Like, Overwatch, we've had quite a bit of funny moments. Rivals, we've had quite a bit of funny moments. Even when we played Dead by Daylight, we've had funny moments.
Honestly, that's the premise of everything. Whenever there's moments where we don't record, the funniest shit happens. But then when we go to record, absolutely fucking nothing.
Dead silence. It sucks. But yeah, I would say between Overwatch and Rivals are the two that I would say we have the most fun. Especially more, of course, Rivals now because they don't really play Overwatch.
How has the journey been so far with your channel?
Like slamming my head into a wall.
Next question.
I don't know. It kind of feels like that though. Just slamming my head into a wall. But I mean, granted, that's partially my own fault. Not being like super consistent. For the most part, I'm consistently inconsistent. That's the best way I can put it. I'm consistently inconsistent. 1 week I could be posting one thing a day. The next week, literally dead silence for a month. And then I post one thing maybe.
Is there any film ideas or genres of film that you think that you would like to see us tackle?
I'm kind of on board with what Glenn wanted to do with like the whole analog horror thing. I wouldn't mind doing that. That seems kind of fun. Don't know how exactly we're gonna do it, but we'll figure something out. I would say it would be kind of funny if we did like some kind of like fictional shit, something along the lines of that, like a sci-fi film or a western.
It's a fun idea. It's just having the resources to be able to make that stuff is the difficult part.
Especially for like the costume portion.
I mean, in some cases, like, I don't know, like a certain small film like Corona Apocalypse, you could just throw some random ass, like, just junk together.
Some shit together, but I mean, like, with some of the other stuff, like Art to Draw's Blood, we had to get a little more creative.
After the whole freaking story with the whole Glenn's original idea, then turned to...
Oh my gosh. I mean, as much as I would kind of love to go back to that original idea to make a film out of it, it'd have to be a while to look over every small detail because we just kept finding loophole after loophole after loophole. It just everything didn't make sense, so it was just one after the other. I feel like the only way we would have been able to get away with that would have been if those three people just never interacted with each other, where just all three people just don't interact with each other and we just film it in three different areas and just sum it up as like they're all going through a similar experience. It's just the person that they're getting chased by is different in some way, shape, or form. There was a good idea there.
Yeah, that was
it's just there was too many loopholes that kept tying back to okay, but you do that, then how does this make sense for that? Like the biggest question was okay, if one person can see their killer, so like for example, I was supposed to be the killer that was supposed to be chasing after Landon. Glenn was supposed to be the one chasing after Ruben, and then Montana was supposed to be the one chasing after Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm, let's say, choke holding Landon, and he's just levitated in the air, but only Landon can see me. Then what the fuck are the other two seeing? They're just seeing him float in the air, fucking Sigma style. Like, it just didn't make sense to us.
And on top of that, how the hell are we gonna edit that too? Especially
Yeah,
with the
like,
time.
It didn't make sense to us, and especially too, like, okay, so then what if we make it that everybody can see each other's killers as well, but the only one that will come after them is the one that's directly linked to them. So then it's like, okay, so Landon can see Glenn and Montana, who are trying to kill Mateo and Ruben, but they just pretty much walk past him and ignore the shit out of him. So then it was like, okay, what's the point of those two killers then being able to be seen by him if they're just gonna ignore him?
Again, it was a lot of decent ideas, but just
Or my favorite part, how would the three killers interact? That was the fun part, trying to figure that shit out. We gave up at that point.
no. The real give up part was putting that skeleton thing on Montana, and at that point, it was just like, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, no, that got a new purpose. No, but that was definitely one of the big ones, was trying to figure out how did the killers interact, because they can see each other, can't they? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna immediately try to fight each other, or like? We had so many loopholes. That's where we gave up and redid that whole project into what it was.
Since I already asked everybody else's question, I'm gonna ask it again. What was your first impression with everybody?
I'll be real, my memory sucks. That ass.
You were cool. You were cool. You were cool. You were.
Be like Landon. You know, when I see someone I want to be friends with, I'm locked in. I want that one. That was so stupid. I guess I can kind of go in order. I'm trying to remember the order. You were the first one. Technically, Tom is second, because I knew Tom back in elementary.
So did I.
But it wasn't like I was like close friends with him.
Yeah, exactly.
But I knew him.
Yeah.
Then it would have been Ruben. I believe Ruben, then Glenn. Ruben was first because I think I met him at one of the Halloween parties. After that, I met Glenn. And then, I don't remember if it was a Halloween party or if it was the, Sky Zone.
I think it was Sky Zone.
I think
That's where the infamous Glenn picture came from.
Yeah. And then after that, I believe was Montana, then Landon, and then Tom again, and then Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is the right order. I mean, everybody was cool. I mean, honestly, my memory is fucking ass, so I don't remember all the details of first meetings. The ones that I mainly remember would be Landon's, of course, because how could I ever forget that? Motherfucker pulls up on his hoverboard in a fucking, like, I wish that I took a picture of that just so you could see what I saw when I got out the car. But just the image of that, it was just hilarious. Montana, God, where do I even start with Montana? I'm still traumatized to this day. Let's just say he's gotten better. Let's just say that.
Are you sure?
In certain aspects, yes. In other aspects, oh god. Oh my gosh. Ruben was really just quiet. Actually, if anything, Ruben has done like a full 180 from what I remember when I first met him versus now. Ruben's done a full 180. Ruben was very quiet to himself when I first met him. Now, that's a different story. Glenn, I kind of remember the first meeting, but not like fully. I just remember we were here one day. The front door opened and he was like, yo. I was like, yo. That was kind of it. For you, honestly, I don't even know how the I'm going to remember that because it was fucking like kindergarten. I can't remember anything from like kindergarten till about maybe like second grade. It's all a blur to me.
I wish I remembered exactly how we met. I mean, I remember some certain moments, like me giving you a whole bunch of like drawings that I made,
Which I still have. And then Lulu just kind of
appeared.
She just kind of appeared. A new challenger approaches. That's just how it happened. She just popped out of thin air. Like Glenn said, she just fit right in.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly. I don't know how she did, but she did. She fit right in.
Funny thing is, I gave her the warning signs, like, all, like...
He laid out the whole minefield of red flags
It's
about
just- it's
all
just-
of us, and she was like,
And?
I want in.
I want down.
Okay, I'm just warning you. You're getting into a war zone. Sign me up, coach.
What was the one moment that made you laugh the hardest?
That's a good question, because I would say quite a bit of moments that I've laughed pretty hard. But the problem is I can't remember. Because it happens so often. I think the one that, like, still to this day triumphs, like, quite a bit of it, is the Google Docs situation. When Tom came up with his Google Doc, and everyone's reaction to it was hilarious. They're like, what the f***, dude? You have too much time on your hands.
Everyone was just roasting the fuck out of Tom, dude.
If it's not Tom, it's Landon.
Which kind of brings me to the next question. What was your favorite meme with this group? Like a recurring thing in the group that we...
Honestly, I would say Montana. I gotta say, that's probably the funniest fucking meme was fucking Montana. When we were doing, what was it? That was the McDonald's. What was it? Landon has an idea.
Yeah, get to know the diverse society.
Landon has an idea, and the fucking noise that Montana made. We're like, when we watched that back over, we're like, why the fuck did you make that noise?
Oh, he made like other noises too. Remember, like the oh shit.
Oh yeah, he did. No wait, no, was that him or was that?
It was when you were like picking him up.
Oh,
and then...
I picked him up and he's like, yo.
Another day, another interview, done. Thank you for stopping by.
Cornucopolis.
Y'all go ahead and subscribe to him on YouTube. Like I said, RSG3000, and check out his Twitch where there is some funny stuff over there. And yeah, he makes those noises a lot too. And but on that note, I'm Mateo,
And I'm Jordan.
and we will see you guys next time. Damn it. I can't end it.
He doesn't know. It'll never end. He's stuck here for the end of time.